Medicare open enrollment for 2023 kicks off right now. What do you need to know? More importantly, what do you need to do? I've got that and more coming up. My name is Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. There's a window of time every single year in the fall where if you're on Medicare, it's open enrollment, and you've got some changes that you could make, some action you should take, okay? And so what's this all about? I'm gonna break it down and help give you a guide for what you need to be doing and be aware of this Medicare open enrollment season. All right, so we're gonna do the who, the what, the when, and the why. You don't need to know the where, it doesn't matter. It's pretty obvious. So who does this apply to? Those of you that are on Medicare. And it doesn't really matter if you're on Medicare Part A, B, D, and a supplement, what I call traditional Medicare, or if you're on Medicare Advantage. This open enrollment time period is for you. So if you're age 65 or older and you've got Medicare, then this is for you. I would, like I already said, it doesn't matter if you're on, a supplement or you're on an Advantage plan. You've got to like this open enrollment's for you. You've got to sit down and talk to your independent health insurance agent. But then also, I would tell you this: if you are age 64 and you are looking to get on Medicare next year, this might also be for you. This is not a time when, okay, during this window, you've got to sign up for your Medicare next year. No, I'm not saying that, but this is a time when you should be getting some education, okay? So open enrollment isn't specifically for you, but it is sort of for you, because at age 64 or as you're leading up to age 65 and gonna get on Medicare, you've got to understand what your options are and what your choices are. And so if you're 64, turning 65 early in 2023, then this season may also be for you as well to sit down with an independent health insurance agent and start getting an understanding of what your options are and what your decision should be. All right, so that's the who. It applies to those of you that are on Medicare. Now, the what, okay? What is open enrollment all about? During open enrollment, this special open enrollment time period that happens every single year, you can change from an original Medicare or traditional Medicare to a Medicare Advantage plan. You can do that during this window. I'm not sure why you would, but you're definitely gonna wanna sit down with an independent health insurance agent and talk through that. But you can do that during this window. You can switch from Medicare Advantage back to original Medicare. Only if you qualify. Only if you qualify. There are very few instances that allow you to go from Medicare Advantage back to original Medicare, which is why I often say that when you make the decision to go with traditional Medicare or original Medicare or Advantage, it's sort of a permanent choice. If you pick Advantage, it's hard for you to switch back over to original or traditional Medicare. But you could do that if you're eligible, if you qualify. Here's a biggie, and this is what a lot of people use this open enrollment time period for. If you're on a Medicare Advantage plan, you can use this open enrollment time period to switch to a different Medicare Advantage plan. Maybe you didn't like the coverage, maybe you didn't like the price, maybe you didn't like the drug coverage that was part of it. So you can switch during this time period from one Advantage plan to another Advantage plan. You can switch from one, like I said, that doesn't offer drug coverage to one that does. You can join a Medicare drug plan. So you can actually sign up for Medicare Part D if you weren't already signed up. And then more importantly, or as importantly, you can switch from one Part D plan to another. So that's really the essence of it. Most open enrollment, most of you during this open enrollment time period, you're gonna use it to either switch from one Medicare Advantage plan to another one, or from one Medicare Part D plan to another. Okay, so that's the 95% of you. Why is open enrollment important? It's to do one of those two things. Okay, so that's the who, that's the what. Now, when October 15, so like right now, this is when it started, October 15 to December 7th. That's the window. That's the window of open enrollment. And any changes that you make, the changes occur January 1st, okay? So that's the when. And so what's the why? The why is you're gonna wanna review with your health insurance agent, your independent health insurance agent, your providers, your prescriptions, and make sure that you still have the right plans. This happens all the time. You had a doctor that retired and now you've picked up a different doctor. You're going to want to make sure that your plan that you have fits for that doctor and that network of professionals. More importantly and more frequently, if you got on a new prescription or your prescription changed, you're going to want to make sure that you've got the right either Medicare Advantage plan for the drug coverage that will cover that, or Part D plan to make sure that that drug is covered. Or it's possible your Advantage plan, your drug plan, was covering that medication that you're on, and starting in the new year, they no longer cover it, or they cover it at a different rate. So that's why you're going to want to sit down with your independent health insurance advisor and talk through whether there are any potential changes. Sometimes if you know, hey, I'm comfortable with this coverage, it's been the same the past several years, nothing's changed in my situation, send them an email. Give them a phone call. Take 5 minutes out of your day instead of an hour to make sure that okay, yep, nothing's changed. Okay, we're all good. I'll talk to you next year. Something like that. A lot of times, at least at Korhorn Financial Group, because your Medicare decisions are a financial planning decision, they've got to fit within your overall retirement plan, your cash flow plan, okay? So it's comprehensive financial planning in nature. And the decisions you make, the cost is going to be influenced by your taxes. This is a financial planning decision, but you've got to have the expertise of an expert that is, that does health insurance and Medicare specifically all day, every day. That's their specialty. So your certified financial planner needs to be working, or at least collaborating, maybe not in depth, but at least have, be touching base to make sure everyone's on the same page with your independent health insurance agent. That's why we've got certified financial planners and independent health insurance advisors right here on the KFG team. Oftentimes, this is just a very quick meeting with your health insurance agent. Sometimes it could be an hour or a couple hour meeting if there's lots of changes, okay? So that's the who, the what, the when, and the why. So reach out to your certified financial planner if you haven't structured a plan for, well, should I do traditional Medicare, or should I do Medicare Advantage? But then also reach out and schedule your meeting with your independent health insurance advisor to go through your situation, what's changed, go through your coverages and your plan to see if anything's changed there, to make sure that you've got the right plan and strategy and coverage for 2023. If you don't have a CFP on your team, one that's collaborating with your health insurance advisor, you can always contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com, that's Korhorn with a K, wisemoneyshow.com, you can find us there as well, or give us a call, 574-247-5898. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.